I hope no.
Well, you would be wrong, Greg. Hey, everyone, welcome back to the So Choice podcast.
Don't keep that in. That was the longest pause.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back.
Welcome
Like
back.
and
Well, we're in
subscribe.
the same clothes. It's the same night as last
Yeah,
week.
you know that if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're not, you should.
Yeah, get over there, like it, leave a comment, do some stuff.
And you're like one of our handful of people that watch the video on Spotify.
Yeah, I never get that.
Weird.
I'm like,
It's a choice.
Do you guys watch things on Spotify ever?
No.
What if there's
Never.
like a music video attached to a song?
Never.
You watch it?
No.
Colin, are you still an Apple Music guy?
Sure, I'm Greg. Thinking about making the swap the title, though.
Do you still have that Maroon 5 album that they gave everyone?
First of all, it was U2, respect Bono.
Oh, YouTube. Yeah.
He has a fucking Nobel Peace Prize, okay?
I would have preferred actually a Maroon 5 album.
You have no taste. Me, man of culture, I was growing up in Shrine.
Maybe not like a newer Maroon 5, but like
you're not getting songs about Jane. You're not getting
come on. Songs about Jane's amazing.
You're not getting songs about Jane for free. It's just not going to happen.
It's like one of the first albums where I actually learned a lot of the songs on it.
It's a banger. Like, hey, hand up. I'm a Adam Levine hater, except for his sex. I think they're very funny. I think he should parlay into romantic comedies. But music-wise, no, thank you.
Okay. You just don't like his voice?
I don't like his songwriting currently. I mean, his voice is decent. I think there's a place for high-pitched men in pop music. And that's where he's at. I mean, The Weeknd, I think, kind of owns that space right now. But yeah, I mean, why not? The white boy's got to have something.
Oh, Adam Levine is carrying it all for the white boys.
Not right now. It's Ed Sheeran.
Oh, Ed Sheeran. Okay. Who else? Any other white boys that are carrying water for us?
Benson Boone is the new hot white boy of the month. I don't
like that song.
I am not investing stocks into it.
You think he's just a little flare and then he's gone?
Yeah, I don't want to say so.
At the moment, he's a one-hit wonder.
I mean, everyone starts as a one-hit wonder, Greg.
It's true. My girlfriend is a big Benson Boone fan. Like, likes his catalog. So like, I haven't I'm giving credence somewhere. I'm not taking the journey, but I've gotten sick and tired of that one song.
That one song, dude. He just like fucking screams into the mic. I don't like it.
I will say, 2024 was a big year for one-hit wonders. Like, Shabuzi is still getting mileage. Did you guys see the video of him at the Chiefs post-Super Bowl party, which is hilarious considering how much they lost? They hired him.
Every team gets one. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, every team gets one because you never know how it's going to be.
Yeah, they could win. You don't know.
Prepare for both ways.
Yeah. And so they got Shabuzi, which is funny, like, overtly hiring a guy who has, like, one song. Because like, what does he play after that? Does he run it back? Does it take requests?
Have a deeper catalog, no?
He don't. I mean, he used to be like a rapper.
Yeah, doesn't he have like an album or no?
Sure. I mean, he was on the original Spider-Verse soundtrack on like a song with like Vince Staples or something, or Corday.
Good for him.
But like, clearly made a pivot to like country.
Is Post Malone still out here for the white boys?
I don't know. I think Post Malone needs to find himself. I think he wants to be a country guy, and it's just not doing it for him. Austin was a bit of a miss. I did appreciate.
Was Austin the name of one of his albums? I thought you were just calling him by his first name. I was just like, all right. I was like, all right, man.
He knows him like that.
Yeah, depending on how much longer Kendrick wants to play, not like Gus, we might get Aubrey too. But until then. No, I mean, so he's what was I gonna say about Post Malone?
Austin?
I did appreciate his kind of dude's rock moment with Shane Gillis in the Super Bowl ad for Bud Light, where like Bud Light was clearly like, all right, we're off trans people, all right? We're back on dudes. So we got Shane Gillis, Post Malone, fast cars, riding lawnmowers, and
no.
Manning.
My favorite part of that was was when they were just like, hey, your lawnmower smokes meat, and he goes, nah, my smoker cuts grass. That was funny.
See, exactly, it's winning with you.
That was funny. I was like,
dude,
did you see how big the cooler was, Colin? It's long.
Yeah, and then they cut to Peyton Manning filling it with beer.
Dude, think about the amount of Bud Light that could fit in there. We could all get hammered.
Dude, you could fit like 10 cases in there.
You're all puppets. You're all puppets of the Dudes Rock agenda. It's a very fun agenda.
Do you think like Igloo cool? Like who made that cooler for them? Because obviously that's custom made. They don't just make that.
You think that cooler works?
I don't know.
It doesn't fit in many rooms.
What do you think? They just like cut the end off of them all and then just like.
I think they just made a cooler looking box that happens to be that long and filled it with ice for a commercial shoot.
I like to think they reached out to Igloo and Igloo made.
You think so?
Like, yeah. That's my hope.
I'm not.
Dude, what a collab!
This is like
great collab.
This is like me having the opportunity to tell an adult that Santa isn't real.
Maybe like Yeti did it or something. We don't know.
Maybe no one did it. Maybe the prop department did it. Maybe they found a guy.
No.
I don't believe that. That cooler worked. It also was attached to
on eBay right now.
Did you see the condensation on those Bud Light cans?
It also had wheels. Okay, Colin. It was attached to the back of his smoker lawnmower by like a trailer hitch. That was sick. Okay, I want it. I'll be the talk of the cul-de-sac. I don't live in a cul-de-sac, but my street is kind of round. It circles back on itself.
Yeah.
So
I mean, naturally we travel. No, I think it does. I think
it's cul-de-sac adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, like
you can't just put like a basketball hoop on the end of that and just like.
Speaking of my neighbors, today when I got home from work, I was backing my van into the side, and like there's a bunch of snow on the ground. We've had a bunch of snow, and so like. I had a very tight squeeze to get in there. Some big mounds of snow, and so like I did it. There was a guy walking his dog. I've never actually seen this neighbor before. I'm not sure who he was, but I'm then sitting in my van after I parked there, and he's like looking at me, and so I like look. I give him a little wave or whatever, and he just gives me like a big thumbs up, and I'm like, okay. And then he like makes like a driving motion and then a swerving motion. He just goes like another big thumbs up, and I'm like,
he's complimenting you.
Yeah, he was just like, dude, great maneuvering with the van. It honestly like made my day. I was like, man, like, it was just like a real good compliment.
He's such a dad, dude.
I was like, thank you for like helping that, because earlier on in the day, okay, I'm sitting at a light. It turns green. I'm about to go. Car comes busting out of the right side, makes a left turn in front of me. I look at him. I give him a quick like shoulder shrug, and like I shake my head like, what the hell, And this guy literally stopped next to me. Like he turned into the lane, stopped next to me, and was just flipping me off and just staring at me. And I was like, I'm just gonna go because I think this guy might attack me.
Dude, you got owned.
I was so scared. I really did.
Your car was bigger than his. You should have just rammed him.
I would get in a lot of trouble at work if I used my work
That's
vehicle.
That's kind of beast mode, dude.
Dude, he got me because like he clearly ran a red light. Like could have been bad if I had been on the gas like right away when the light turned green.
Yeah.
Could have been an accident. And so I was just like, hey, like what the fuck, and just like shaking my head at him, and he just literally stopped his car and flipped me off for 5 seconds before I said, all right, I'm just gonna drive away.
Kind of crazy how easy it is to alpha people when you're just genuinely unstable. And like normal people want to be just like
not give a shit about his life. Like he was ready to just run a red light, make a left turn at a red light, and just he was like, it's cool.
He fully knew what he was doing, and he was like, yeah, dude, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
He probably was like watching me. He probably was coming into the intersection, like about to make the left turn. He's just like, I'm gonna body this guy if he gives me a look.
I think
he probably was planning it.
Yeah, I'm with John. I think he either called you pussy or narc.
He didn't mouth anything.
Afterwards.
Oh yeah, probably.
That's what I thought. Pussy, yeah.
Yeah.
To himself,
dude,
I'm a big man.
And in my head, I'm looking in my mirrors, going, I hope he didn't turn around and follow me. Like, I was like, this guy's.
I hope he didn't get my plate number.
Yeah.
One thing I've been astounded by recently: the rise of U-turns in my area.
Like legal or illegal U-turns?
Illegal U-turns. Rebels without a cause. People just like. I'm driving one way, they're driving towards me, just busting U's. It's been like, I don't know what happened. In the past like month and a half or so, I've seen at least 20.
Crazy, you live kind of in
20 is a lot.
It's a lot, right?
It's kind of hard to make U-turns in a city.
I saw 5 in one day, swear to God.
Why don't people not know what direction they should be going?
It's bedlam. It's mayhem.
20 people were like, oh shit, I'm going the wrong way on the street, and just had to fucking UE.
I guess so.
Every car nowadays has like a fucking map attached to it, like most of the time. Or like you probably have a map. You don't just know you're going the wrong way. Usually it's like telling you to turn around. You could also just go around the block just as easy. It's not that hard.
I agree.
It's kind of crazy that they're all just making
you probably get a light or a stop sign or something to like not kill yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. And they're always doing it in front of you, or do you ever like see them in your rearview mirror and go, "Oh, that guy turned around"?
No, I'm not really looking at people driving past me every single time they pass me. So yeah, they're always like.
Maybe it's you. Maybe you're like, this guy has his high beams on and just swerves because they don't know which way they're going anymore.
Yeah, they'd rather just be in front of you. They're scared of you.
I mean, maybe
they're gonna get away.
I mean, these are all possibilities. Like I have no answer for like why this phenomenon is happening to me.
I think it's time for you to look in the mirror.
Have you guys ever had a neighbor give you a thumbs up on your driving skills?
No.
This really means a lot to you, huh?
It felt nice.
He's bragging about it.
I'm telling you that it was literally a half an hour after the guy flipped me off, and I was like, "Oh God, like what a terrible way to end my day." And then I got home, and that guy was like, "Fuck yeah,
I'm
man!"
telling you right now,
if that guy flipped you off, I think you just fucking.
If the guy gave me a thumbs down on my park job, I would have fucking just floored it at him.
That's the last straw. I'm gonna go take a dark shower.
Greg, I drive a mid-size SUV. The majority of how I see my neighbors see me interacting with my car is pulling out or pulling in. Ew.
What does that have to do with you driving a mid-size SUV?
I'm saying like I'm not in situations like with a big van where I need to do these pinpoint swerves and turns.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I could have just backed straight into my driveway, but I just always park.
Greg wants to put on a show. Greg's been fishing for this for a while.
Hey man, normally people aren't watching me back in. Okay.
Yeah.
It was nice to have an audience.
Yeah. Let them know. Yeah. Let them know who they're watching.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. The dog went on his hind legs and clapped for me. It was amazing. I then went inside, got him a treat. He's now my best friend, actually. I have a new dog.
Oh. I'm sure Nikki loves that.
She's not really a fan.
But Nikki hasn't seen Greg back in yet.
I'm sure she has many times. She looks out the front window.
Yeah, she does look out the front window, but I don't know if she's like watching for me, you know? Actually, my van has a beeping as it backs up, so she almost certainly is probably getting distracted and watching me. That's so cute. I'd never thought about it. Ugh.
You should look for her next time.
Why? You know that for her, she sees you leave and you're like, well, he's never coming back.
No, she thinks I'm going out hunting, and every time I come back with no food, she goes, wow, this guy sucks at hunting. He's been gone for 8 hours. That's terrible.
But he's sick to gathering.
Yeah. And then I go in the closet and get her food.
So. Yeah, you are not him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She thinks I'm just terrible at being a cat.
I like that take.
Which you probably are.
Yeah.
I'd be terrible.
No, Greg would be great. Greg would just do whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah, sleep all day.
Okay, yeah, like being
finding a high part on like in the room and just lying there.
Yeah, and then it's warm part of the room.
I will tell you, I would use my cat tree way more than she does.
Dude, that's the quandary of that's the cat tree's dilemma. It's like why the fuck don't they use it? It's like made for you, dude. Are all cat trees just like is it like a fool's gold? Are we all being duped?
She actually only uses the top shelf of it. She doesn't touch any of the other layers other than to get up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
She does not give a shit. She will never land another platform ever. But once she gets to the top, she likes it up there.
Penthouse living.
Yeah, she's penthouse living.
True, John. Living with a view.
All right, don't. That's hey, hang on. Penthouse living is what I call it when she's up there. Okay,
yeah, Greg, just knows that.
I've never heard that, Greg. I don't. Why would you take that from John?
Thank you.
Fuck you guys, man.
What? I've only ever heard that from John. Like, actually, legitimately.
Well, that came up when we found out that Greg doesn't sing to his cat.
Yeah.
Which if you don't make like little songs for your pets, like bad owner.
Because I thought you guys were asking about like me actually singing a song to her, and then I understood afterwards. I think after we finished the podcast, and I was talking to John like on his way out, and I was like, "Oh well, whenever she's on the top of her cat tree, I go, she's penthouse living." And
yeah, you gotta sing to
you're singing to her, and I was just like, "Oh, okay." Then yeah, I do that all the time.
a good song,
So
Greg.
I didn't. Yeah, I sang to her all the time.
Hey, credit where credit's due. Good song.
Yeah. I still think, "Hey Nikki, you so fine, you blow my mind." Hey,
It's
Nikki
a layup.
still slaps.
It's a layup.
The fact that you don't do that is crazy.
Yeah, I don't really like calling my cat fine. I don't know. She's beautiful.
You're making it weird. First of all, that song is about Mickey Mouse, all right? If it's fine for the mouse, it's fine for Nikki.
I don't think that song is about Mickey Mouse.
What?
Wait, what? Are you talking?
Was this a bit, or are you being serious?
I've only ever heard it as like a kid, and I was like, oh, it's about Mickey Mouse. What other Mickeys? I mean, name, besides Mantle, name another Mickey. Rourke?
It could just be a nickname for anybody. The singer of the song might just know a Mickey. It could be a girlfriend of theirs.
Dude, Mickey Mouse is pretty
the girl
cool.
The girl could be named Michelle, and he calls her Mickey. You have no idea.
A girl sings it.
Okay, she could be talking about a Michael and being like, Mickey, you so fine. Whatever. Or she could be talking about a girl.
Back then? That's not getting any radio
all
play.
right. I'm on the Wikipedia for the song.
Okay.
Hold on,
Originally
John.
titled as Kitty.
Hold on, John. Lesbians didn't get any radio play until Katy Perry kissed a girl in 2008, okay? Let's keep it a buck.
Wait, did you just ignore what John just said, where it's actually "Hey Kitty"? Like
it's originally titled as Kitty, a song recorded by American City singer Tony Basil.
I first of all, great name. Secondly, I like my stance right
Tony
now.
a guy or a girl? Tony a guy or a girl?
Girl.
Okay,
Oh.
nice.
So
is it Tony with an I?
For years, it was rumored that the name was changed to Mickey because Basil developed a crush on the Monkees drummer and lead vocalist Mickey Dolenz.
There you go.
Turns out there are more Mickeys than Mickey Mouse.
John, please do Control F for mouse.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing it. This isn't the deepest of Wikipedia pages.
John, please pull up is "Hey Mickey, you so fine" about Mickey Mouse.
As a kid.
I Google that. No.
There are no results.
There's surely
pretty
one.
funny.
I have a Quora post from 12 years ago.
It's just Colin asking a question. Is this song about Mickey Mouse?
Are we sure? I got it. I have to tap in.
Dude,
I'm just making sure that I am looking at the right song.
Okay, it's not about Mickey Mouse. Hand up.
Yeah. Oh, did Google Gemini tell you that?
Yeah, but it's actually like it's one of the first.
AI said it's not true, so it's not true.
It's one of the first like pop-ups, like auto suggestions when you type in is hey M. But the song is fictional and can be interpreted in many ways.
What do you mean the song's fictional?
I don't know. That's what Google Gemini says. Respect Gemini.
Respect. I only like non-fic songs.
Respect Gemini. All right, that's what it says.
Wait, can you now Google what is a non-fiction song?
I'm not gonna tread on this because I know I'm standing on very wobbly water right now.
A non-fiction song is so funny.
I do like
Well,
saying
it's a fictional song, so obviously it
well,
could
yeah,
be about
every
Mickey
song's
Mouse.
made up.
Yeah. Where's the primary source for this song?
I don't see a lot of citations going on here.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of childhood, do you guys want to get into the draft?
Sure.
Yeah, so we're doing a draft. It's our best parts of being a kid, or our favorite parts of being a kid.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Wow, here we are.
John, pretty good timing. Pretty good timing.
Oh yeah.
Pretty decent job there.
Keep that in.
I do have it just because I was making the graphic. I didn't think about ordering the names as just Colin, John, Greg.
Keep it. That'll be our order.
Okay.
Okay, so I have back-to-back picks.
You do have
3,
back-to-back
4.
picks.
Okay.
All right, we cool with this?
I have a deep list,
Yeah.
so I'm not worried about mine getting stolen.
I'm taking the easy one. Number one off the board. Seeing boobs for the first time.
It's the best part of being a kid.
The best part of being a kid? That's crazy, dude. That is a ridiculous pick.
I disagree. I think it's like a pivotal moment in like every kid's life.
Maybe like teenage boys. Also, when we were thinking kids, I was thinking younger.
Yeah.
Because when I was 7, didn't care
like
about it.
pre-puberty on
Yeah.
most of mine.
You remember it. All right, that's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Okay. Mine will be a little more wholesome. I'm gonna go with building forts.
That's a good one.
Okay, yeah, forts are cool. Forts are
Building
definitely.
forts is so cool. I wish it was socially acceptable as an adult.
Every single year of my childhood, um, we would host Thanksgiving at my parents' house, and we would like clear all the furniture out of the living room and like the dining room so that we could make like a bunch of tables for everything. And so we just have a bunch of tables set up. So then on Friday, after Thanksgiving, there was nothing there. So I would grab like every fucking blanket in the house and pile up all the tables, and I would just make a little fort in the living room.
Rad as
And
hell.
it was always good because I had until my dad got home from work, and then he would want to take all the tables down. And so I basically had to like, I was like, all right, I got until 5 p.m. and then my dad's home, and I got to take this fort down. But this is gonna be awesome until then.
Question for you guys: Are you guys pillow fort guys or blanket fort guys?
Well, I mean, I used everything.
You kind of need
everything
both.
we had.
Yeah.
I know, but
I don't have enough pillows to just have a pillow for,
you
you have to take the pillow,
you guys
like, off
weren't
the couch.
taking the couch cushions off.
Mm.
We did. They make for sturdy walls.
Sturdy
but,
walls.
Like, I need a nice roof.
Mm-hmm. That was why I kind of liked using like a folding table because I was like, this is fucking sturdy.
Damn,
Like,
Greg,
I
your
could
shit's
almost
like
make this,
weatherproof.
I could make this like double decker. Like I could get on top of this fort if I wanted to.
Oh, fuck.
All
right.
Like,
Upstairs on your floor is baller, dude.
That's cool as shit. Okay, great.
I don't think my mom would have loved me like in the middle of the nice living room, like stacking tables up on top of each other. So I never did
Like
that.
a loft up in.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg, you can always do it now.
I could. I could do it in my own home. Yeah.
That's
I got a table right here.
Weird,
I just need a couple of blankets, and I can make this into a fort right here.
That'd be tight.
All right, Greg.
Right. So I'm going to take best part of being a kid. I'm gonna say when you come down on Christmas Eve, or not Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and see all the presents.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think that was way better when you're a kid. Obviously.
Yeah,
Like,
I did have Christmas on here. Yeah, that's a good one.
I think Christmas Day presents are just out of this world when you're a kid. I don't know if we have anything to riff about on that, or if I should just go to my fourth.
Oh,
that's just good. Like it's just
best
like
present you guys got.
Ooh. Best present.
Mm-hmm. I got mine. My parents hid a Nintendo DS in a Skechers box. So I was
the
like,
classic,
the bait and switch.
Yeah, those are great. Yeah.
So I remember being like, I don't need new shoes, and I was like, and they're like, open it up. I was like, but I can see them on the fucking box. And they're like, just open it up, Colin. And there was a brand new Nintendo DS with Mario Kart DS on it.
Dude, you gotta love when you're just like, fuck this gift.
Yeah, I'm like, this shit is ass, mom.
Like, yeah. Thanks, but no thanks, mom. Yeah.
Probably Xbox 360 with
damn good one.
Or no, actually original Xbox with Shrek Super Party.
Fire.
Pretty great.
Fire.
Fun fact,
I remember sorry, go ahead, Colin.
I was at a party recently, and someone naturally brought up Shrek Super Party. That was not me.
That's crazy because I've never heard anyone else like.
So I was there. I was
like
there
only our friend group.
I was there with our friend CJ, and our eyes, like we heard the word, our eyes like lit up, and we looked at each other, and then we both looked at the person and said, "What did you just say?"
That is a reference you do not get. Like
they
just out in the
still
wild.
play. They still play nowadays, and they're in Connecticut. I kind of want to.
For those listening,
we need a LAN party.
For those listening, Shrek Super Party is Mario Party, but Shrek themed.
Yes. Yes.
That's it.
I mean, that's pretty much it.
It's not exceptional in any way, but it played a big part in our college.
We played it all the time.
Yeah, I played it all the time growing up too. It's just a great party game.
Yeah.
I
think the best gift I got, the one that's like sticking out of my mind, I don't know why. I got this little RC helicopter, and I swear to God, I use that thing for. I use that all the time. Like that day, I think I was just flying it around the house for like 8 hours. Like every time it would die, I would just put it on the charger, and I'd just be like sitting next to it, going like, I hope it's charged soon so I can play with it again.
Dude, I definitely played with that at your house with you.
Dude, I love that little helicopter.
I'm certain that we've always played with that helicopter.
So
it was like so weirdly like nimble. You could like really fly it around.
It was like a tiny little dragonfly that was just like
it was awesome.
Around.
Greg, you're talking about the Havoc Heli where it was like styrofoam, the body itself?
No, this was like a plastic, but it was like super small, and I don't know why it was so like easy to control, but you could like fly it around pretty well.
I had that too. I had that
Yeah.
too, and like my parents' house had like vaulted ceilings in the living room, and so like me and my like cousin would do a thing where like we would like bring it to the top of the room and then cut the power and then try to see if we could like like make a hover before hit the ground.
Dive and catch for it. Yeah. Like catching a pop flying. yeah. No. So I guess that's probably
good one.
One of my favorites.
All right, Greg, you're up again.
Next round. I'm gonna take best part of being a kid is falling asleep somewhere and then being carried to your bed.
Ooh,
that's a great one. It's on the list.
Yeah.
Things like wake up in your bed.
Yeah, you fall asleep on the couch, you wake up the next morning just in your bed, like, what the fuck, how'd I get here? You fall asleep in the car on the way home from somewhere, you're just in your bed. Awesome. Love that.
Yeah, that's a great pick. I thought I could sneak that in later, but good shout.
Thank you.
I believe it's me again.
It is.
Sleepovers.
Yep.
Having sleepovers with your friends where your parents are yelling at you to go to bed and you're like just staying up, just chatting.
That was when you were like, well, I have a reason to be up until 3:00 in the morning. My friends are here. I'm not just doing it for the hell of it. There's a reason.
Causing an absolute ruckus. Parents are miserable, just trying to go to sleep. It's the best. Nothing better.
It was great. My list is kind of more personal to me, and I think a lot of them are like kind of like universal. I know this one might not hit with Greg, but I think John might get it. Picking your first Pokemon in a Pokemon video game. That was big for me. I remember where I was when I got my first Game Boy, and just playing Pokemon for the first time.
Okay, interesting. I would think that beating the Elite Four for the first time would be like better than picking the first Pokemon.
Hey, that's fair. But I remember where I was when I picked Torchic for the first time. I also remember where I was when I walked into the ocean with the cartridge in my swim trunks pocket and came out and it wasn't there anymore.
Yikes.
That's so tragic.
Dude, I went to fucking Toys R Us with my dad on a Saturday to get a Mew from a drop event, and then I had to watch the Mew be swept away into the Atlantic Ocean.
That's so sad.
Damn, that's brutal.
That's like traumatizing. Yeah, it was, dude.
I don't know if you were the same way, but when I would first get the decision to pick a starter, I would just put it down and just think for 20 minutes, the pros and cons of each starter and which way I wanted to go.
Dude, it was a really big decision. You had this is your guy. You can't switch up on him.
Yeah, everyone was a Charmander guy. I leaned Squirtle, to be honest.
I was a Charmander guy.
I like Blastoise. I thought he was cool.
We can all agree that grass was for girls, right?
What is up with you and thinking things are for girls?
That's just how it was, dude. It was binary back then.
You grew up weird, You're an only child too. I think that's the problem.
Maybe
you just didn't want to be a girl.
Yeah.
All
right. What's your next one?
I would actually almost assume that it would be more of a John's thing. He grew up with only brothers. I feel like he would be the one who's like, ew, girls,
No, we were all confident in our masculinity. We didn't need to worry about that.
So did I.
Hell yeah, love to hear it.
So did I. All right.
It doesn't sound like it.
All right, back up.
If you saw something that was the color red and had grass, you were like, ew, I'm now a girl.
No, first of all, because I picked Charmander.
Strawberry flavored. Colin's gross.
Yeah.
Not
first
for
of all,
me.
I picked Charmander. I picked Torchic. Both those are red fire types. Okay, watch your fucking back.
Colin eats a piece of
it Blaze too, because everyone did. Yeah. Or Fireball.
Yeah.
Dude,
Ember, bro. What do you know about that?
Dude, Colin eating a piece of fruit while laying in the grass. A girl.
I mean, guys, we can all admit that's pretty gay.
He was probably looking at the clouds too.
Yeah.
Gross.
All right. I'm gonna do, and this is I think gonna be controversial. The last day of school over the first day of summer. I think the last day of school is better.
Sure.
Yeah, it was cool.
Because summer
signings.
Summer could be anything, but then you get to summer and you're like, I don't want to do all that.
And you're like, cool. I guess I'm just gonna play video games again today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out. I guess maybe go to camp.
Yeah. True enough.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
I liked the last day of school.
Dude, it was great.
There's all those people that I don't know. I also liked the first day of school, but only the first day because I just wanted to see people again.
Yeah. You people you haven't seen in a while.
Like I had my friends who I saw during the summer, but I don't see everybody during the summer.
But that was the funniest part about the last day of school because everyone's like, dude, we're gonna do so much this summer. We're gonna hang out every day, and my parents are like, I gotta go to work. I'm not fucking driving your ass.
Yeah. That's true. I don't know, Colin. I feel like you're still leaning on the older side of a lot of these things. Where I'm thinking of more younger kids.
Last Day of School plays on
Pokemon,
any year, I think.
And also, I saw boobs for the first time when I watched Epic Movie when I was 8.
Okay. That was clearly a formative moment.
Memory.
Yeah.
Dude,
I guess I'm thinking about where you were saying like, oh, we gotta hang out. We're like, oh, we gotta hang out this summer.
Dude,
like,
we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna play.
Like
we're gonna play baseball every day.
That.
I mean, my thing is like, I like grew up in the boot. Like, dude, like I was near no one. Like at least like Greg and John, like you guys could like bike, or also were neighbors from like when you guys were kids. But like there were like a lot of other kids in your class, like you could like go and see.
That's true.
I would go to the park every day.
I was on top of a fucking mountain.
Until 6th grade, John lived, I don't know, about a 5-minute walk away. Not even.
Mm-hmm. Not even.
Down the road.
It was just me.
Easy bike ride.
Dude, it was just me and leave that name out. I'm not hanging out with him.
You know he's not bleeping that out.
I hope he listens.
What is he gonna do?
That'd
Fucking
crazy.
sue
I'm
me
not
that
hanging out with him.
Sue me that fucking junior Republican asshole.
You gotta bleep that part.
I'm leaving that part in.
Yeah.
All right. Am I up?
You are up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna say playing with toys. You know, just playing with some toys and just coming up with a whole story in your head that like
a whole like
good
lore. One. Dude, Lego
lore.
So
imagination? Are you taking all of imagination?
Well, just like playing with toys and just like a story happens, you know? Like
that's fair.
Like you got like little cars and you just have a whole race going on, or you like got some army guys, you know, you got a whole battle.
My cars used to be like gang members, dude. Like I had like a gang of like, oh, these are all the hot rods cars over here. They don't like the sports cars over here. It's like a turf war. Okay, we're gonna race to see which one's gonna win, though.
That's badass, bro.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time.
Dude,
did you guys ever do that? Were you guys like GI Joes or anything like that?
Lego, dude.
My brothers had GI Joes, and I played them a little bit.
Rescue Heroes.
Rescue Heroes were so fucking awesome,
dude. I used to go hard with those, man.
Yeah,
I was
those
rescuing absolutely everybody.
Dude, did you guys have the Dalmatian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was fucking cool, dude. Because he had little hydrant turrets on his back.
Yeah, and he was with what was the main guy? The captain, the firefighter captain. I don't know. All I remember was there was my favorite guy was Rocky Canyon.
Yeah,
I love.
Which one is he?
I don't know. He's the black guy.
Yeah, the black guy.
I really like him.
Yeah, he was cool as
shit.
He
was also one of the main characters of the Rescue Heroes movie, which if you haven't seen, I'm pretty sure I have on VHS. We got to find a VHS player, but we can watch it.
Dude, I have so many VHSs that I want to watch, but I just don't have a VHS player.
Yeah, but CJ does. You can always go over to his place.
We should now toss to an ad for that company that digitizes all that old stuff. I don't remember what they're called.
Back.
Yeah.
All right, Greg.
All right, Greg.
All right, so these are my last two picks, right?
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we kind of touched on this already, but I'm going to take learning to ride a bike. Because the freedom... You still can't ride a bike. Dude, the freedom that comes with learning how to ride a bike, it's awesome. I loved that feeling as a kid when I finally learned, you know? Especially, I feel like me and John is like the younger siblings. Your older siblings can already fucking do it. So once you learn how to ride a bike, you're like, oh, I can actually I could ride down the street and go visit John now. I know how to ride a bike. Like, I guess I wasn't doing that at like 5, but still. The freedom that riding a bike did, because my parents used to let me ride down. They said I could ride down 3 houses, and then I had to turn around in their driveway and come back. And they were pretty much they were watching me from the porch, you know, when I'm like 6 years old. But I didn't know that they were watching me from the porch, and so I was like, I'm a fucking free man. I can do anything I want out here. I learning how to ride a bike.
See you in Canada, Mom and Dad. Greg's a free man.
Okay, I'm going to the 4th driveway now and see if they stop me.
He's fucking loose.
Yeah, catch me in Mississauga.
I also really enjoyed when I had one of those the like Little Tykes cars.
Yeah,
I also
do the big wheels.
was allowed to drive that down.
Whatever the fuck those were.
Yeah. I had a little fire engine that was sick.
Mm-hmm. I had a little sports car.
Or even out here on like a big wheel, honestly. Just the freedom of being able to like go down the road.
Greg, that one I understand. That one I get. That one I connect with.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you connect with one of them.
Yeah, let's keep it on 3 wheels and more. All right.
I mean, Colin, we got to teach you how to ride a bike. Patreon episode.
Dude, John, remember when we were like in like middle school and stuff, and like you just like go to a house and there just be like 8 bikes laying in the front yard, and you're like, oh, that's where everybody is. Cool.
They could easily be stolen. Yeah, it did mark where everyone was, because like you never know which house people are at. Like there's like 3 or 4 houses where like
I'm not just running through backyards going, oh, are they in this one? Are they in this one? But you see,
and if they're not in the houses, then you go to Addison, then you go to everyone's at the park.
Go to the park. Yeah. I don't know. I just loved bikes when I was a kid. Obviously, like riding bikes as an adult, now it's like fucking exercise. You're not doing it just like for being a kid, you know?
It's true. That's true.
Anyway, with my last pick, this is hard because I still very much enjoy this now, but I really enjoyed like I feel like Disney World and like Six Flags and stuff, like amusement parks were sick as a kid.
They're way more fun when you're a kid.
They were so much cool because like you loved like all the little stupid games, you know, where now I know like, okay, this guy's just trying to take my money, but like it was way more fun to do like a ring toss or like something like that, or like pop a shot or something like that. Like when
they're so big that they're like infinite.
Yeah. You see a roller coaster and you're just like, that's fucking insane. Like that's so high. Now I'm like, oh god, I think I might throw up if I'm on this one for too long. But
sure will.
But like it's still fun nowadays, but way better as a kid. Way better as a kid.
I like that. That's a good pick.
Thank you.
For my final pick. Oh, there's so many options.
We'll give honorary mentions.
Yeah, I have a few.
Fuck, I don't want to pick that one. That's just a worse version of what Greg picked, so I'm not doing that. I'm gonna say.
I feel like I kind of stole some by saying Six Flags and Disney, and then I just lumped it into amusement park.
It's fine. I'm cool with it. I'm gonna say when it's either Valentine's Day or like someone's birthday, and everyone gets cards / cupcakes when it's birthday. Like Valentine's Day, when you get a Valentine from literally everyone.
Okay, but were you giving out specific ones? Like
no, everyone got one in my class. Yeah.
Yeah,
everybody got them, but like they weren't always the exact same.
Yeah.
You know, like that one might say something a little different. You're like, I kind of have a crush on her. She's getting this one with like 18 hearts on it. You get the one with a rocket ship.
You're
I asked someone out with a Valentine's Day card once. She never responded. I never asked.
Did you happen to read it or no?
So that was probably a no.
I do love the idea of like being like 8 or 9 and being like, I'm really into this girl and I have no idea why.
Yeah. That girl smiled at me one time, so she gets a cool Valentine.
I literally was like, hey, do you want to date? And then I was like, I don't know what I said, but I was very nervous the whole day. I was very nervous that whole day. I never even like looked at them, never even like made eye contact. And then they just never did anything. So it just never happened.
John, what am I calling this?
Just Valentine's Day cards.
Valentine's Day in class?
The birthday
stuff is good.
Yeah, when you like someone's birthday and they would just bring cupcakes for everyone.
Dude, my favorite part was, well, I gotta give a cupcake to like the art teacher, and so then they just let you leave class and you get to bring a buddy with you. You remember that?
Yeah, you always get to bring a buddy.
It's like, well, I can't carry the cupcakes and talk to the teacher at the same time. I need a buddy.
Guys, remember, this is George Bush era, all right? No kid left behind, all right? The buddy system only.
Yeah. And it was like, I need to give the principal a cupcake. Like, I just don't want to be in class. I'm gonna go walk the entire school and just hand out cupcakes to people.
Hell yeah,
love that.
Fucking buddy. All right, Colin, round it out.
Dude, Saturday morning cartoons, or just cartoons, period.
Cartoons were cool.
Cartoons used to fucking hit. I remember I grew up, my mom and dad's alternated days waking me up because I was always up at like 5 or 6 a.m. on the weekends. So like one of them would stay with me, another one got to sleep in. And on Saturdays, it was me and my dad. And it would always start out Baywatch into
hilarious start.
This is why you love boobs so much.
What do you want from me? All right. Also, I also love the ocean.
He's just a cold-blooded man, a red-blooded man.
Yeah.
Just a red-blooded American boy.
It went Baywatch into Blue's Clues.
What a shift.
Into Power Rangers, and then I watched Pokemon, and that was my Saturday morning. until
Like
8 a.m.
Blue's Clues was stuffed in there and it didn't need to be.
I like Blue's Clues.
I did too, although I feel like we've been over this. I hate that Salt and Pepper had a fucking kid and it was Paprika.
Dude, anytime a kid is introduced into a show with a couple, it goes downhill. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Like Bones.
You don't know Bones. You don't even know if they had a kid.
You don't know Bones.
When Bones and Booth had a kid, it ruined the show.
Did they have a kid in Holds? Because you don't know that shit either.
I know that. I guess.
Good one, Greg.
Also, actually, no, they didn't. Because the main characters were fucking teenagers.
They flash forward. Not that far.
They do.
They flash forward to just like next summer.
Colin,
can you read the list so that we know what I think? Honestly, I think we all had good lists. Like, I think this was just a good draft. The real winner here is the listener.
True. Well, they get to vote. I want comments on YouTube. Maybe we'll put a poll out on Spotify.
I mean, we have the graphic now.
True. We'll put it out somewhere.
So, All right, Colin. He has first time seeing boobs, picking his first Pokemon. The last day.
You know, you could have gotten that at round 4. Yeah, John and I weren't taking.
I'm talking.
Easy 1-1. That was so funny.
I think the viewers are gonna be with me. Even if you're a girl, like you remember the first time you see boobs.
First time seeing boobs is not the best part of childhood. That seems absurd to me.
You got a sick perspective if that's like favorite part of being a kid.
Or those are some fucking amazing tits that you first saw.
Dude, it was
so burned in your head.
I think it was Carmen Electra.
Were the first tits you ever saw?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Those pretty solid boobs. Yeah.
John, do you know the first boobs you ever saw? Because I have no idea.
Cap.
What do you mean, cat? I swear to God, I have no idea. I just see so many. They're all over. My brain is so jumbled with boobs.
You're just a jug hound.
It's everywhere.
I close my eyes and it's all I see.
We've actually got him up on the screen right now. You can't see what he's looking at.
You have no idea what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at YouTube boobs.
John, do you remember your first rack?
Yeah, I don't know whose boobs they are, but I distinctly remember them.
Yes, sir.
What could it be? Is this like a real person or a famous person?
No, this was I got my hands on a magazine.
Oh, vintage.
Old school.
Damn.
Classic. Were you in the woods? Was it weed porn?
No, it was not. But I did have two older brothers.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair enough.
So yeah, first time seeing boobs, picking my first Pokemon.
Actually,
shut up.
No. Mine was definitely like like a Maxim magazine, but they weren't it wasn't fully topless. That was definitely my first whoa, those are boobs. Because like my sisters, I'm sure, had Victoria's Secret and like a bunch of magazines like that. That had to be my first whoa, those are boobs.
I don't know what's going on here, but I am into those orbs.
I don't know what's under that bra, but damn, those are cool.
But damn, I want to find out.
Yeah.
All right.
What secrets do they hold?
Next list, Colin.
Yeah, first time seeing boobs, picking my first Pokemon, last day of school, and then cartoons. So I was like Saturday morning cartoons. John, he had building forts, sleepovers, playing with toys, and Valentine's Day, especially birthday in class when you all handed out like gifts.
Dude, playing with toys is such a broad answer, but I love it.
It's good
because it really was just better.
The lore I had with my fucking Lego minifigures and Bionicles.
Yeah, dude.
I could have. The MCU would have been nothing. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. The stories I could have told.
The fact that when we started talking about the cars, when I was telling you about different gangs, 100% real. And if my dad came in and started to pick up my toys, I'd be like, "What the fuck? They can't be next to each other. Yeah. They're rivals.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Pick him up. He's giving his final speech.
Yeah, yeah.
He's rallying the troops.
He was getting his crew in line for the big race. Okay, I haven't gotten to that scene yet.
It was the third act climax. All right, you're ruining the flow.
For real, dude.
Oh man, imaginations are cool.
Yeah, dude, it rules.
Yeah, what happened to him?
We do this with our imagination.
If you asked me to play with toys right now, I don't know if I could.
I get there.
Not in the same way. I'd probably get a little bored. It just felt so real back in the day,
Yeah, man.
Dude, you could kill hours just fucking.
Not a screen in sight, boys.
Through toys and making them talk to each other.
Yeah,
just being like, yeah, this is working out for
not
an
a
hour.
screen. No scrolling, just action figures.
Meanwhile, if you were to actually ask a kid, it would just be incoherent. they wouldn't really be able to be like a real conversation. Just be like, I'm a bad guy. I'm a good guy.
Yeah, but like that means so much more than that.
Yeah, when you're a kid. I'm just saying, like, now, if I hear a little kid talking to that, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
What an idiot.
maybe imagination, it just diminishes as you get older.
It is OP. All right, Greg had seeing presents on Christmas morning, falling asleep and being carried to bed. Great one, Greg.
That's a good one.
Learning how to ride a bike, overrated. I don't think it's necessary. It doesn't apply to everyone. Everyone can afford a bike, also. Kind of rude.
You could afford a bike just because you couldn't ride one.
Yeah, but I'm saying other people couldn't. So
okay.
Not everyone can afford Pokemon and the Game Boy Advances and.
Well, I had an SP, all right. It was newer. It was and then I also had Greg going to an amusement park.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think good list.
Honorable mentions: climbing trees. I had just climbing a tree or building a tree fort. Fucking rad.
I don't think I was never very good at climbing trees. You know, I was a chubby kid. I didn't have the upper body strength to get up trees very well.
Oh, I climbed trees all the time.
I
Any
know,
tree with a nice thick low branch, I'm on.
John, I recall climbing the big tree in your backyard many a times, and you would always go much farther than I would. I would not be able to get nearly as far.
Thinking back on it, dangerous.
Very. Yeah, you were like a fucking spider monkey up there, man. I would get on to like the second lowest tree limb and be like, all right, I'll meet you up though. I'll see you later.
Yeah, I had that before Christmas. Greg had
tubing. Building a snowman.
The Tooth Fairy.
Ooh, Tooth Fairy's a good one.
I had snowball fights.
Snowball fights, good one.
Having snowball fights was fun.
Dude, a snow
adult.
fort, also a great one.
Yeah, I already had building forts. So,
I know, but like the snow fort is so like I think like that's only happening when you're a kid.
Yeah. There's obviously the big one of like you don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah, no taxes.
Like that's pretty cool. I just meant like things just appear. You just go, I want that, and then sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, this is I think pretty exclusive to like only a part of our childhood, but like no TSA, pretty great.
Okay, we were. Like,
that was not like I wasn't thinking about that.
I was like, damn, we're flying through this.
Crazy.
I'll tell the story again. I feel like I've said it where we went to Disney World right before 9/11. It was in the year 2000, and my grandparents came with us. My grandmother has no license. She's never learned how to drive or anything like that. They let her onto the fucking plane with a library card that just said her name on it. That was all they needed, and they were like,
That's
"Yep, get on through security.
That's
you
so
exist.
Sick.
There you go."
Yeah, she was not blowing up a plane. She's fine.
She'd probably read a book about it, but that's it.
Also,
I had being really into dinosaurs.
Yes, or trains.
I guess that.
And planes.
Yeah, it's not cool when you're an adult.
Monster trucks.
Some people just never grow out of it.
Playscapes, which I was gonna pick, but Greg picked amusement parks, which are just better playscapes. But I also had specifically McDonald's Play Place.
Oh fuck, that's good.
That shit was rad.
Dude, Happy Meals.
A breeding ground for disease.
Yeah, ball pits, Happy Meals.
Oh my god, Chuck E. Cheese! I didn't think about Chuck E. Cheese, man. I used to fuck up Chuck E. Cheese. I love that pizza, and I would be all up in there.
I still think it's good pizza.
It is, but have you seen the videos where the pizzas don't line up?
Yeah.
And you're like, who the fuck threw this together?
Dude,
this is not a pizza.
Charles has to cut corners, man. Time's gotten a little hard.
Charles Cheese.
Everyone's got to tighten the belt.
Yeah. A little niche one, but when your dad gets a new job and so you have to move across states and get to reinvent yourself and maybe be cool this time.
How'd that work out for you?
1 for 2.
Okay, right on.
50%. I guess it's better than 0.
That's a fucking funny one. Yeah, good. These were good lists. This was a fun draft because really takes you down memory lane.
I think so.
I definitely thought of another one while you were just talking, and I totally forgot about it.
I almost said first
jerk
off.
You were talking about climbing trees. Wait, what?
I almost said first jerk off, but I don't want to be this like the very horny one.
You already are. You fucking only child. You weirdo. This is why I said only children are weird. If I have kids, I have to have multiple. I'm not doing this.
You want a Colin to
I'm not raising an only child. They're
I think I'm like maybe the most well-adjusted one here.
How do you figure?
Why are you saying? Are you saying me and Greg are not well adjusted?
No, I'm just like comparatively. I think I can maneuver a room well.
What are we at like a?
We're a social gathering.
Yes. Like cocktail hour.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I'm sorry. Most well adjusted means I handle a cocktail hour well.
I don't know if that's what well adjusted means.
What criteria are you really going with here?
Mm-hmm.
This seems very niche. Okay, I don't need to be good at a cocktail hour.
Why are you awkward, bro?
All right. Well, I think on that note,
Yeah, we can wrap this one up. Make sure you guys check us out at sochoicepodcast on all social media. Keep an eye out for a poll so that you guys can vote on whose list you think is the best. And also check us out on Twitch at sochoicepodcast. We're streaming almost every Thursday, so keep an eye out for those. Get your notifications on, and we will see you guys next week.
stay choice.
Peace.